Hello people, this is Individual, welcome to Roguetech and welcome to Big Refit Day. So we actually went for 2 days after the last chapter and we want to go for 2 more days. So let's get that out of the way. The Talon and the Griffin are out and we only have 2 days left on the Locust. It seems to me like it's a good moment to actually bring the DS. For that, we're going to use the 3R parts and 2 7H parts. It's a Solaris custom, so we wanted to build and see how damaged this is, because maybe, just maybe, we get something out of it. That being said, that's all we have to build, so let's go look at it. It's in very good shape. It's in actually very good shape. 300 structure, yeah, thing looks promising. So we've got the XL, we've got the double heatsink kit, we've got the core. We lost the arms, mostly. That's all there is. And I'm okay with it. Drop the jumpies. And we will get back to it shortly. There's a hit bang, there's a mask. Do we have one mask? We do. So maybe we leave it here. Maybe. Yeah, let's validate this. Whenever you find this, you click intro or space and it just moves you to the next. Okay, let's start with the easy one. Cicada null signature system. Has the supercharger, has a predator, has a cockpit SLDF. It only brings a radical, which I would like to downgrade a bit for the double heatsink kit. Other than that, we stick the IFF jammer to have a bit more protection. And this is about it for now, I would think. Would be good to get the one of the slick suites in here though. Do we want to though? Yeah, I think so. So let's get one of the slicks. Slicks have changed. Now give you +1 piloting, and the slick network gets you a +3% sight and sensors, +1 initiative, and +1 tactics for every slick suite on the lands you're fielding. So it's good to stack them. Sensors powered is a good thing to have here, and Predator also is good. I would like to change the advanced zoom for an advanced optics, but this is how we go. Do we want to make you C3 slave? I mean, we've got 6 of them. Let's stick it here and swap the pulse. Did we have another re-engineered medium? Yeah, we did. So we do this. We still have more or less the punch. Yeah, this 40% more is 32 damage to armor, I think, more or less. So that should work. Hit-wise, we might be a bit too good here. So it might behoove us to keep that pulse in here. We still should be okay like this. That's just one day. We have the supercharger, we have the mask, we have the C3 slave. We've downgraded the radical to a regular heatsink, and we have the IFF jammer. That being said, we only have clan on the left, so that's what we keep in here. Second one, Cicada and optimized. So we probably want to drop the Beagle. We probably want to drop one of the medium expulses. And we want to drop the tracker, the cockpit boys, and probably the standard fire control. We give ourselves a Predator, another Slick, and before starting we actually bought the sensor sniper, which is good, so let's get it done. We upgrade the IFF jammer for a jammer Mark II. We upgrade the gyro defense plus to gyro defense double plus. We get a mask. We don't have a supercharger yet. We will at some point. Let's get the re-engineered medium in center torso. Now we're a bit over tonnage. A tiny bit. But that's okay. We can go mostly 315, and that fits perfectly. Anything else we want to do here? Until we've got the supercharger, this is as good as this one's going to be. So let's confirm this. Hit-wise, 6941, we should be good here as well. So let's do this. Wyvern. This one feels a bit underpowered now. But before we get into you, let's get into the Dervish Kintaro Hanchi. Because we very much want to give you a C3. That means we will have to drop something, but it's going to be worth it. So drop the small. Do we have a 275 laying around? We don't. We do have a radical though, so we could drop the heatsink. We have a Delta 5, but the radical's going to kick in at some point and give us the cooling we need. We already bring a Slick. We do have the sensors improved. We have Advanced Optics Mark 1, and we bring a jammer in here. We have the AMS. So yeah, good things. Kintaro. It's time to drop the rangefinder. And you guessed it right, get a Slick. We also want to get a C3 in here. So let's get it done. Now, I love the ability to ping here, but I think we have to drop it and go Angel. That means we could go powered, but we don't have them. So, is it improved or is it sniper? I think we take sniper. You can get an AFF jammer. We do have carry weight, but the handhelds we have, they won't fit in here mostly. The boomstick, yeah, we want to stick that, but we'll get to that in a second. So, do we get a bolt on? I mean, it's better than nothing. And the 275 here is good. So, let's do that. Hunchy also needs the C3. We've got advanced optics, we've got the shift, the stealth. We've got 3 tons of carry weight, which is not going to go that far, to be honest. But that's okay. So, let's go radical in here, because you have a tendency to go hot. We don't bring a gyro, so let's get you a defensive gyro. Or do we want a stability level plus? I mean, that gives us entrenched. Yeah, let's go with that. Also, we drop 1 gunnery to get a slick. Or do we upgrade the rangefinder to a rangefinder double plus? I think this is one case where we want gunnery all around. Flak looks good. Yeah, so we keep it like that. Anyway, we were here to stick the slave. Had we already? Oh, you bring Nova. So you can't get into a slave. That being said, get an angel, get a slave. I'd much rather have the slave on the torso and the angel in center. We're 1.5 tons over tonnage. A bit of a conundrum. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Sensor improved is a bit better than sensor clan. Brings 1 more sensor detection, the bonus, so that's going in. Do we want to drop the ultra for a ghost? I mean, that's 12 tons, that's 10 tons, so that's a no. So I think we have to downgrade our move range here. And it's probably going to be 270. That gives us roughly 2 more tons to work with. And as long as we're here, if we do have 2 tons, let us get light active probe. Still have about 1.5 tons. Do we have more Ultra 10 ammo? Not a double beam, which is not ideal. So, I mean, you have a tendency to run hot. Let's get internal heatsinks plus 2, which is not a thing here. Sorry. So we have to go external. Let's get a heatsink. Let's probably be 0.23 tons under tonnage. I don't think we have anything else that makes sense here. We could go gunnery supplements, but I think not yet. As we do have a tendency to run hot, I think we don't have the slots though. Yeah, we're lacking one slot. It's okay though. $285 is going to be too much. Then again, might not. Something like this. And this should be an improvement for you. The Griffin. We forgot one important thing when doing this one, and that's the LBX bombstick. We do have the carry weight, so let's get it. That gives us a punch multiplier, punch stability damage, so that's good. That's something we want in here. We bring Angel, we have the prototype C3, which gives us the C3 Master, so that we want. We do have the hot seat, and we have way more MRMs that we can use. But the idea is to use the MRM50 when we're not hot sitting, and then when we hot sit, we shouldn't have the heat to go MRM50. So then we go MRM 30 or 40, depending. Nothing else we can mostly slot in here, but we can get you, for the moment, just the optics. To get a Panzoom Mark III, that should do something in you. We bring case 2, we bring a supercharger, we do have the TSM. I'd say we're mostly golden with you. Now, after dealing with all our mediums, we get back to the Wyvern and see what we've got left. We bring a fire control standard SLDF, which is the best we've got right now. We stick the last slick we had in here, drop one medium, they hardly are of any consequence here, and get the slave. We have a gyro defense, so we stick that in. And last but not least, I think we go tracker with you. You're the most likely to be shooting at long. So yeah, that should work. We have a shield side. We probably don't have anything else that makes sense to stick in here, so let's just do that. Fire starter we already fixed. And good thing we didn't stick that lower melee weapon, the spare one we had, so we're able to get that back. Downgraded the sword 6 tons for the Vibro will not be ideal, but I think this is still workable. Talon. We bring a 245, we bring fire control improved, so night vision. Very little else to do with you. So let's see the gyro situation of the other ones. And we basically bring no gyros. I would like to make the stealth talon a bit harder to hit, so you get 1 defensive plus. And I guess the other defense plus goes to the channel, because it's the most likely mech. The mech that's most likely to get used once if we don't have the AMS from the Dervish. That's it. We bring a 240, which isn't ideal. We're just a 5 rating core short of getting another movement, but it should be okay. So, one day. We still have ultralight gyros, but ultralight gyros on lights is a recipe for disaster, so I think we do nothing in that regard. The Wolvie is not a priority right now, so let's fix the other things. And probably drop on a mission. Hydro done. Let's get to engineering and get the enhanced hydro. That's gonna help. And we just have 1 day to go before we're able to drop. All the mechs but the new Wolvie are up and ready. What's that? Oh, slaves. Okay. Yeah, I think this is it. So let's get to barracks. That was actually a lot faster than I imagined it would be. Blockade can do nothing. Crusade is waiting. Dida. Piloting is not a concern with you. Lagarthon. Snowy can get for goods. That's important if we ever need to. Valak. Wildfire. Yeah, we're good. So let's go to Command Center. And see what we got. Probably not going on at Small Stones or King Horses. Call me crazy. Destroy base. Might be a recipe for disaster. We've got a dual. Okay, not much. Remains of a decimated pirate, let's try this. Let's see if we can clear this, and let's see what happens when we do this. Bring you in, too much. Bring you in, too much. So we'd have to drop with 3 mechs here. If we drop you, that's better. So, we want Death Crusade on the Goblin. That being said, I probably want the Jenna. Nope, can't be done. Okay. Talon, that be blockade. Talon again, because we saw Lagartha. Lagartha, from now on, she'll be sticking to the Griffin. And Falcon is going to be Wildfire. And we just test the Griffin here. All this is just seeing if the Griffin performs as I think it will be. Would have loved it to be a 4.5, so we could bring the slave lands, but it is what it is. We probably have to move to bigger planets now. So let's go there. So this loaded up. Let's get in and let's see how Direct Kidnap performs. We've done this map in this playthrough, so we probably have well, we obviously have the mainlands here, but we probably do have reinforcements up here. So let's deal with the reinforcements first. They usually are a bit more scary than what we have down. So we're seeing a swordsman, a jagger, a tarantula, and a light flame. Tarantula is going to charge. There's no two ways around it. So let's start getting closer. Limit line aside, because yeah, you guessed it right. That is kit now. Let's supercharge this so that we get in here. Let's activate the boomstick, because we probably will need it next turn. And let's get the goblin in position. Down there, all we're seeing is a Vulcan and a Whitworth. And that's about it. Jagger trying to get in position. It will be important to go after it. Seeing a Cicada 2A, and that's about it. So, Death Crusade. Go all the machine guns. And get to the Jagger. I think it's probably better. We don't lose that much punch. That's about okay. So that went Senna. We will need follow-up, but it's okay.
Standing by.
Griffin. Hot seat. Don't supercharge. That's a problem. So we don't get to get in position. Probably want to punch next turn. But let me... yeah, that's beautiful. We also want to move, most likely. And if we want to move to be braced, we actually need to get here. So hot seat it is. Probably going standard. And just
Affirmative.
shoot him. Okay. Gyro crit, gyro destroyed. He's falling down, so that's the Jagger. Mostly dealt with this turn. Now, the Tarantula is a bit of a problem, but I don't think we can do anything about it this turn. I mean, if we're lucky, we might. Or do we destroy the Jagger? I think we're probably better shooting the Tarantula. He's bleeding out, so that's something. Vulcan trying to get in position. The Goblin is probably going to get overheated,
Waiting for orders.
but that's okay. That's unobstructed to the Tarantula,
All right.
and we very much want to get in that. So keep shooting.
All right.
Not open, but close enough. Okay. Someone is getting overheated. Okay. I mean, that's just 10 hit on the Talon. We'll take that, Mr. Tarantula. And you just didn't move at all. That's questionable. You're going for the Goblin and shutting him down. That's okay. We knew about it. We knew someone was going to get overheated. But Death Crusade probably can be there for a turn overheating. If not, we just drop the machine gun ammo. That's all there is. Blackjack getting a stray shot into the Vulcan. And the Cicada getting a stray shot on the Falcon. Jagger. Yeah. Will you stray shot something? Of course you do. You get a peep.
Commander.
But that's okay. So, get me 7 evasion.
Going full throttle.
Shoot Jagger in the back.
Copy that.
That's a hit in destroyed. You should start freaking out now.
Awaiting orders.
We don't want to hot seat this. And we probably just want to walk. It's important that we shoot that Tarantula down.
Moving out.
So let's go Incendiary
Firing a full
and
salvo.
get it out. Exactly
Come
that.
on, people, let's make it happen. Target
Yeah,
eliminated.
that happened. 17. That's okay.
Yes, Commander.
And that's the Falcon. And the Falcon gets behind the light flamer
Take this.
and we go all in. Probably not enough, but... So, what you gonna do, Mr. Light Flamer? That's decent for you, yeah. That's a shutdown.
Reporting overheating. Shutting down.
That's a shutdown. If we drop the hot seat, we don't cool down completely. So, let's drop the machine gun ammo and try to restart,
Over the red line.
which we don't get. So we're sitting ducks here. $13 is the swordsman doing nothing. 12 is the cicada. Vulcan first. No, that was the cicada. That was the Falcon, okay. And the cicada does nothing.
No retreat.
And the Jagger just punches out. So, let's hot seat this. And yeah, the light flamer needs to go. So we punch, it's 200 damage. It will get better.
Let's see how you like this.
But this should be enough.
Hot damn, let's do this.
And yeah, shouldn't have gone MRM50.
Come on, people, let's
But
make
it's
it
okay,
happen.
we're still learning.
Hostile removed.
Yes, Commander.
Talon. There was a spot. So get in here. Shoot swordsman in the back. Bring the machine guns down a bit.
Give us everything that's got. Short range.
And that's your turn.
Out.
16 is the Vulcan. We're about to get open on that leg, but that can't be helped much.
Standing by.
15. I mean, not perfect, but we get in perfect range. I mean, it's little mobility, considering. But there's a chance we actually open and destroy that swordsman.
Finally, the new target.
That's what happened. So I'd much rather get that done. That's the goblin open.
Powered up.
We restart, so we should get praised now. We actually don't. So that's dangerous. But all that's left is the cicada right now. With a bit of luck next turn, the goblin gets to get initiative before they go. And here it is. So, swap sides, would you? It's a cicada after all. We probably don't need the hot seat and we need to cool down a bit still.
Go time.
And that was enough.
It's on now.
And we're facing with our fresh side towards them. So that's good. We can move for 5. And get the Falcon to soak some damage here.
Move order.
So we will do exactly that. Vulcan, we want to shoot from the back. So even if it's obstructed, shoot Blackjack.
Ready for orders.
Talon. Get 4
Roger.
as well. And shoot Whitworth. Yeah, you need to cool down. So let's start cooling down.
Mess 'em up.
Yes, Commander.
And you are just moving, so we get raised. And we go standard ammo on the Whitworth. That's a head hit,
Hot damn,
but the
let's
injury
do
is
this.
resisted. And they're focusing the Griffin now, which is good to see. 15. Blackjack, shooting Talon, straying into the Echidna. Yeah, our positioning is not perfect, but this was mostly okay. Death from above here.
Come on, people,
But we're
let's
still
make it happen.
standing. So, we've got a Vulcan. But we want to wait.
Aye, aye.
Because we need to take the Talon out of the way. And that we will. if we turn around... No, I'd much rather do it like this. And we cool down some. So let's go all in on your back.
Give 'em everything.
You're open.
Receiving you.
Yes, Commander.
Give me the Griffin. Yeah, again. Well, stray shots are going to be a thing, but it's 2 mechs that can take it. So just destroy that Vulcan.
Damn, let's do this. One less
That's you.
Waiting for orders.
Goblin. We do have structure damage. So let's just
Okay, I'm on it.
move away.
I'm here.
And the Falcon just moves forward.
Let's go.
Probably want to go active here. So we're jamming them a bit. Whitworth, shooting the Griffin. That's okay. And the Blackjack, trying to shoot the Falcon, only gets 18 damage in. I would say we're golden here.
Retreat.
Death Crusade, get in the woods. Turn that sword off.
Good to go.
Talon
Confirm.
gets high ground and shoots the Whitworth.
Target.
Because we can. And that just one laser, so we can take that.
Minimal.
I'm receiving you.
You get into the Blackjack's back. Question is, do we want to sprint? I think we're better just moving, and we get all in. That's an open arm.
Awaiting orders.
So we're just moving, and the Blackjack hasn't gone yet. And Blackjacks usually bring very bad cooling.
Firing all weapons. Damn, let's
So that's
do
a head
it.
hit, that's you over the red line. You shouldn't be able to shoot everything. And yeah, you just shoot a medium laser.
No retreat.
Good stuff. We can get in the back of the Whitworth if we need to. But I'd much rather shoot him from the front. So let's just move for 2 and vigilance
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
and go all in on you.
Mech warriors.
And that's enough.
Show 'em what you got.
Whitworth shooting Talon, it's just shooting one medium, and this is over.
Yeah.
You, I was going to say stand and shoot, but you can't.
Got it.
So we shoot you from the side.
Right on target. Show me your war. Ready for orders.
You do nothing,
Aye, aye.
and you're going to hot seat this because we can. And we punch you, just for good measure. That's head and center, probably.
Enemy down.
I mean, we do have the follow-up, so...
Hot damn, let's do
Oh,
it.
well... Still got some parts of the Whitworth. But that's everything. Yeah, got scary for a bit when the Goblin got overheated, but we lost nothing major. So that's decent. And yeah, the Echidna needs to go on higher score missions. We get half a meal, which is good to see. You want Jagger parts, you give us nothing in return, so keep that. We could gamble on Jagger. You're just learn, so not really. Is there anything we want from here? Not seeing much, to be honest. There's a double heatsink kit, an XL, that comes from the Jagger, a core 260, and we're almost out of endo, so let's get the endo as well. We get one Jagger part, we get two vehicle parts, a swordsman part, AC2 can go, ear peep, we already have to keep just in case. We've got a fluid gun, the core 160. Was going to say it's probably more into us, but let's keep it. It gives us options. We sell the XL, we sell the double heatsink kit, we sell basic stuff and structure. Lerm ammo, we have enough, and we keep the rest. We even have fluid tool ammo to go with the fluid gun in case we ever need it. So that's decent. We should have very little repairs on the Echidna. So maybe we go on that destroy base after all. We'll see. 4.5 is dangerous. I mean, there could be a lot of mean stuff floating around. And yeah, the Echidna is very expensive. But you already saw what did on this one. So, what activity is happening? 6 days for repairs, which is mostly going to be on the Goblin. That being said, I think we go over the financial. So let's sell those vehicle parts. They were 40 tons vehicles. So let's get the Tarantula part out. And then the light carrier part. We actually got a swordsman part. Either that or I forgot to scrap it, so that. Anything we care in the shop, regular shop, not really. We still should have machine gun quarter. So move for 4 days. Yeah, our funds are a bit low, but that's okay. We still need 1 day, so get that out of the way. All these almost ready for a refit. And let's see if we have a 4.5 that we care about. So, yeah, this could get scary. Extremely heavy support lands on a 4 skull could be something very scary. Target acquisition, I have a feeling we're not ready for. So it's probably going to be this blackout. It's against planetary government, so there could be very mean things floating around. What's up with the goblin? Probably an actuator crit. So let's go fix that quickly. And yeah, it was just a hip and upper leg. 0 days, so nothing major. Anyway, get back in, and we said we were going here. With the half skull variation, we can field the 1.5 lance, 1.5 star lance, so let's drop you. Let's get this AMS. And let us see if we actually can bring 4 mechs. Not really. Okay. Is the Hanchi? Nope. Bit of a conundrum. We can do it like this though. So we bring AMS, we bring the Hanchi. Would I rather have the Hanchi or the Kintaro? I think I would rather have the Kintaro. So, Valak gets on the Wyvern. The Dervish is Wildfire, I have a feeling. And here, yeah, whatever. Medusa doesn't make sense. So either Dida or Blockade. None of them are going to be important in here, in the sense you have Cautious, you have Tactician, so bring Dida. In the sense that we're not getting the class ring, that is. But mostly, this is the lance. We bring the C3 Master, we bring slaves. Let's see it. Actually, can we bring something else? Oh, no, we could. Okay, not the Falcon. If we can't bring the Falcon, I have a feeling we're not able to bring anything else, and that's exactly what. So let's get in, and let's do what we do. I think I've never seen this blackout. Prepared grounds. Okay. Whatever, let's see it.
Command interface initiated.
Show. That's 1 and 2 is going to be up here. Again, I have no idea.
Piece of cake.
So let's get going.
Coordinates received.
We're not seeing turrets. Oh, actually, is this the map with the umpteen turrets on the high ground? Probably. Let's see if this counts as in. Nope. We probably don't want to get in with a Wyvern. If we're not going in, we're not going in. So let's just move Embrace with you two.
I copy.
And let's see it. Let's move Embrace here. Let's... much rather be here braced. And let's see about you. What do we have here? We have drops. And we have turrets. So, an Orion, a rocket carrier, an Emperor, and a Xantos. I mean, I know what I want to backstab here. So let's hope we have initiative over you. Wildfire. I have a feeling we need to backstab that rocket carrier. That's not debatable. We'll be giving our back to the Orion though. So, change of plans. The Emperor and the Xantos are a bit back. So let's get on your side, Mr. Orion. If you've been following my playthroughs, you know that, yeah, there's ammo in here. Do we have acid with you? No. It's still okay. Do I want that fire? I mean, I probably do. Let's bring the dead fire up. Like this. And yeah, go all in. Even bring the small laser a bit up. You're open.
Good to go.
Not destroyed, but open. Moving or sprinting is the same with you. Now let's see that rocket carrier. Yeah, thought so. But even so, that's the best use of you. So let's get that. And let's try and attack you. You're tagged.
Yes, Commander.
So let's get to... Moving is the same as sprinting, so... Do we want to stand and shoot here? We can't. So let's move for 3.
Aye, aye.
Go... Acid... And dead fire. And even use the bolt-ons. That fire brings our hitchings way down. So let's go all acid.
Locking in all weapons.
Come on, really?
Solid connection on that one. I'm out
Really,
of short-range
game?
missiles.
That's bad. Echidna is open. That's bad as well.
Aye, aye.
But we get to go before it goes. I would love to go for the Orion, but... So... Where are you open from? The back. I mean, whatever we do, we mostly kill you. But I would love to break line of sight. I can't. I mean, I can't. Let's go supercharger here. That's something.
Here we go.
And yeah, it's blocked. But that's protecting our weak side. So let's get you out. Griffin being open is bad.
Target neutralized.
And yeah, that's Xantos, man. Orion getting out. And the Emperor shooting turrets. So we know we've got friendly turrets, at least.
Commander?
Dervish. We need to give the Xantos something to shoot at.
Quick statement.
Or just plain destroy him. So let's go with that.
Reporting critical.
Orders.
The Wyvern gets down, because we will need to keep moving. And we just shoot the Xantos. That's an ammo explosion, he's out.
Hostile removed. Good to go.
Kintaro. I have a feeling anything other than this is just going to be the air medium. So let's get in. We're not jamming anyone, so let's go passive. And yeah, shoot that Emperor. As it looks good.
Commander?
Griffin. Let's mostly keep out of harm's way in this one. Yeah, bit of damage, nothing major.
Barely hit, Commander.
And the Orion gets back in and is shooting the turret, so good. We're golden. That's your open sight, so that's an ammo explosion. And then they do nothing on the Emperor. That's okay though. So let's move for 2
I'm there.
and go all in on you.
Target confirmed.
Yeah. What can I do? You
Wyvern probably reads, because the Kintaro should be able to melt that armor.
firing on target.
And that's you gone.
I hope we can salvage that.
So we're ready to move to the other point. And the other point is going to be up there. So let's make a cut and we meet where we're ready, when we're ready to. Okay, disactivated. I was hoping to get 2 more turns, but apparently not. And there on our backs, we're seeing Quicksell Black Knight Catapult 3, which needs to go. Okay, fun stuff. Hit back, move forward. Get here.
Acknowledged.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
Standing by.
We can get a backstab on the catapult. But then, how many SRMs do you bring? Yeah, that's spicy. Then again, you are the Streak 40. Okay,
Full speed, no target.
that fire. Because that fire is going to be our best option. And yeah, go for the catapult. Okay, almost.
Critical hit, Commander.
It still can one-shot one of our mechs. No, not on the back of the... Claws destroyed, because why shouldn't it?
What's up, Commander?
You... You bad guy.
Location
And they will have follow-up. Let's go for the heads, huh?
Consider it done.
Okay, heads is shooting building at least. Pegasus is doing nothing, and the Black Knight is shooting building. Whoa, that got scary. I mean, at this point I want your dreadnought. But I also want to kill you.
Roger.
How bad does it get? I think we take it.
Putting one in the back.
That's an exchanger and a crate.
Standing by.
I still want to hot set this. We will be facing the wrong way, so let's vigilance. And let's get from your side. Yeah, we lost one claw. That's not great. Okay, head hit. They're shooting vehicles.
Hot damn.
And that's about it. Now, we can get on the other side of the catapult, but it very much like that Black Knight to go down.
Double time. Let's go. That's right. I'm on your tail. Oh, it's on now.
Okay, that's a start.
Serious hit.
Ready for orders.
Wyvern. Follow up.
Mission confirmed.
And yeah, we got a bit of stray shots into ourselves, but that's okay. Vehicle doing nothing. That's the dervish. Who can't get in the back, so we will
All right.
get in here and go all in on you.
Mech warriors. Show 'em what you got.
Hopefully that's just side torso. Heads out, shooting the small building.
Aye, aye.
And here, do we have enough to get in your back? Not really. I would very much like to. So we will have to supercharge this. And supercharging is not enough. So let's risk the hot sit.
On the move.
Not you, but you. And let's go all in on you.
Affirmative.
Really, man.
Go to critical hit.
Oh. Okay, at least he's not shooting us. And he's shutting down. Sensor lock on the Pegasus. Good stuff. Head hit on the Black Knight. Hit on the Black Knight. So, the Wyvern can get here,
Okay.
and we shoot the heads up.
Firing full complement on it. Who wants? Got something you want done?
Kintaro. Yeah, I think we deal with the heads up. Should be more than enough.
Your armor it is. Let's go.
orders.
Dervish. Go for the Pegasus.
Acknowledged. Roger. Good to go. Target down.
And that's down.
Commander.
And you... Do we actually want to go... I guess so. But from the side.
Affirmative.
Go incendiary. Don't shoot bombstick. Try for head.
Engaging target.
And we actually got the head. Which was lucky. Oh, very sad about losing those claws. But what you gonna do? I mean, if it's losing the claws to get a dreadnought, might be a decent exchange. Anything else we lost here? No, just the claws. Okay, it can happen. So yeah, there's still a lot of catapult parts, but I think we destroyed torso, which means the dreadnought should be out. We'll see. Nope, there's a dreadnought. That's an instant yoink. Now, hybrid TSM might be a thing. Speedy leg actuators, yeah, crazy as this sounds, I love them. And we have streak ammo. We don't, and we have streak MRMs. Another option would be looking if we have catapult parts, but we don't. Or just plain getting 4 catapult parts. Not because we're going to use them, they're omnis, but... Because yeah, other than that... I mean, we could take 2 medium Rexes. These things are nasty. Let's get 2 medium Rexes. Or do we get 4? No, I want my speedy leg actuators. So we get 1 part of the catapult, a lot of vehicle parts, 1 Xanthos part, AC5, we actually get 3 medium Rex lasers, a medium cam, a rocket pack, battle computer long range, good to see, heatsink +2, multi-track, the primitive can go, Quixel staff can go. We get a half bin of chemical ammo, which is enough to run the medium cam we got, and actually there's a bin of streak ammo. So, actually debatable if a dreadnought is worth a claw, but it's good enough. It's a good enough trade for me to not be completely salty about this mission. That being said, the Echidna is not going to be as good. But we'll deal with that. Now we have streak ammo to run the streak 20, streak MRM 20 we've got. So that might be a thing. That being said, the Dervish and the Kintaro I'm very okay with. What activities happened? 7 days repairs. Most of them are going to be on the Echidna. So let's just move for 2 days. And get in here. So, the Wolf is a command mech. So we get +1 initiative for all company units. We bring stealth, which means we're going to be more difficult to hit. And we just got a dreadnought, so that goes in. Another thing we want to do here is get an exchanger, because we bring stealth, so that's a thing. We do have Guardian. Let's go Beagle. And as for weaponry, we've got 4 laser, 1 ballistic. We need the ballistic. So let's go Gauss in here. Single beam is just 8 shots, so let's bring a double. And we still have a lot of hit to work with. So you're mostly going to be a brawler. I think we go pulses. I think we go pulses here. Yeah, we're still golden here. The ammo we have is non-exploding. So let's bring center torso up to 75. Actually, complicated. I guess we go 110 on the legs. And bring that arm to full armor. Now, we're lacking a decent fire control. So for the moment, it's just going to be standard SLDF, so we get night vision from it. Sensors improved is a thing. And as for cockpit, let's get a rangefinder, I guess. And that's a build. Is it the best build we could do? Not really. But it's going to be decent enough. The stealth is Visibility and sensor signature gives us a bit of heat, but we've already established we're good in that sense. The mask we don't need for anyone else, so it's decent to have it here. We could drop the mask for another pulse, but actually, as long as we're here, let's put the clan pulse on the more accurate arm and get that medium in the other arm, so we won't be as sad if we get open and lose it. And that's 6 days. And more importantly, a very cheap refit. So, get you guys up here. Get mostly everything sorted. We got a lot of parts we don't need, so let's scrap that. Yeah, man, it was painful to lose those claws. Any other vehicle parts? Not seeing them. So, let's go to Magnet. Oh, that's the... that's the Blackbird. Yeah, fun stuff. Anything at all? Yeah, optics. Heat. Criticals. That's an instant yoink. Anything else we care about? I mean, no claws, so not really. Phoenix. We'll worry about that if we ever get the lamp parts we're missing. Anyway, this has been it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a rating and a comment. Subscribe if you aren't. We see each other next time. Have fun.